Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Busting Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are myth busting some upcoming changes for Year 6 that are currently on the test server but are actually going to be coming later in the year or potentially not at all. So let's start with the Nokk rework. Nokk can now walk past Melusi Banshees. So this is a test server only change, just so you know. If it does actually end up coming to the game, it'll probably be in the future, in future seasons. But for right now, this is on the test server and being tested. And this allows Nokk to activate her ability and actually walk past Banshees. So normally, of course, they would activate and slow you down, but that is not the case here. Now, there is things that glitch her gadget, which is running, taking damage, or walking over barbed wire that will interrupt Nokk's activated gadget, which will stop this effect. But if none of those things are present, then she can sneak past really quickly by actually going past while standing and move relatively quickly. This is just so scary to actually watch, and I can imagine if this was on live servers and I was up against a good Nokk player, I'm pretty sure I would be dead like every single round. But certainly that is confirmed, but it is only in the test server. Now let's actually take a look at this from Nokk's point of view, and we'll go up against Ella's concussion mine to see how it actually works from the other perspective. So you'll notice that the gadget on Nokk is normally yellow, but when she gets in range of a gadget that has an area of effect, so it only works with traps with area of effects, you'll see that it turns white, which is actually kind of useful. You can be walking down a corridor and it'll turn white, and you might have never seen the actual trap anywhere, but you now know that you're inside the area of effect. You can look around, see it, and potentially destroy it or spot it for your teammate behind you, for instance. So very cool little feature. And of course, if your gadget runs out of juice and you're inside that area of effect, the mine or the trap will go off as normal. And of course, if you're sprinting or doing anything that causes a glitch, like taking damage or going through barbed wire, they'll also go off. But certainly for Ella mines, that is also confirmed. But again, that's test server only. Nokk can sneak past Capcan traps. So again, test server only here. But this ability does allow you to get past Capcan traps. Now, I do wonder if this is one of the potential balancing changes we could see, because I kind of see Capcan traps as being rather dumb. You know, it's just simply the laser gets cut. So should Nokk actually be able to sneak past these, or should they detonate? But certainly for now, it is confirmed in the test server they can be snuck past with Nokk's ability. But what about Legion? So Legion's traps are not kind of digitally activated in any way. They are very, very dumb. You just stand on them. Of course, they have the smarts to have this invisibility cloak, but they do indeed, go off just based on pressure alone, which Nokk apparently cannot get around. And the Legion traps in the test server still go off as normal. Let me know if you think that's the correct way, but certainly for the moment, Nokk is unable to sneak past these on the test server, so that is busted. And then we have Pulse. This is another kind of balancing kind of question here, because of course, Pulse's gadget is a camera. It is pretty smart device. So could Nokk's ability actually hack into it, change the video feed, and hide her heartbeat from him? Because again, this is another one where they could add this in. It would add a bit more complexity to her, but would it be too powerful perhaps? Or maybe just wouldn't make sense in your eyes? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But again, on the test server, that is busted just like it is on live. Now, I should also mention with these test server changes that you can also sneak past proximity sensors and metal detectors without setting them off as well, which of course is pretty damn cool for this operator little kind of mini rework, if it ever makes it to live, of course. Now, in the last Mythbuster episode, I covered a secret change that I said might well be a bug, but it was in quite a few of the patches, and that was the ability to see if an enemy player was injured. And this would be shared out to your entire team, and it would only work if the enemy was ID'd. Well, it looks as if that has been patched out, which presumably means that it was indeed some sort of UI bug and is now gone again. So this is now back to being busted. Now let's cover a range of other stuff. So the Kali buff that's coming with this patch, there's only a slight increase in damage, but I think it is enough, and I had a lot of fun playing with her on the test server and managed to get myself quite a few kills. So I think she's feeling quite satisfying to play at the moment. And then the final change I'm going to go over is electrical effects do not destroy friendly gadgets. Now this is a test server only change. It's like when they did the reinforced hatches on the roofs in our previous test server sessions, and that never made it to live. They didn't like it at all, how it kind of ended up changing the gameplay. This is one of those things where it may not make it, but right now I kind of feel like it might. So far it's hard to test because you can only do it in live games. You can't do it in custom games and actually test it out yourself. and kind of try setups and stuff. So I don't really have any good gameplay or anything from it, but it's simple enough. Electrical effects do not damage or destroy friendly gadgets in the test server right now. So Jaeger can slap his gadgets up on reinforced walls that are electrified, or for instance, say Maverick is burning through a hatch or reinforced wall that's electrified, you can just go in through your gas grenade or your nitro at it and it won't get fried, and then you can potentially get a very easy kill on Maverick as he's burning through. So that is going to be probably tested in future test server sessions and may make it to the game in like a couple of seasons at kind of minimum. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway guys, that's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming later in the year that is currently on the test server that we've gone over and tested, apart from the Cali buff that is coming with the new season. And let me know what you think of all this in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.